Alright, we are back. And Naruto is being cute. Um, Naruto wants me to open the window. You want me? Huh? Cats. They never know what they want. There you go. Alright. So now, let's take a look at turn 5 on the German side. He returned the turn, and we'll go from there. Now, as I recall, bad things are happening for Germany. So much in an overall sense, but because we're running out of money. But let's see what. He had so many Jacksons and he has so many artillery in the north. Let's see what happens. And he's got so many infantry in Dortmund. Alright, what's gonna happen? We're gonna lose some of those bikers, yep. Dead bikers, but that's okay. Some more dead bikers? And then that recon died, okay. Bag Tiger didn't take any damage, just suppression, good. More artillery on the bikes, and the bikes get murdered. That's fine. So we lost some bikes. He artilleried the 15 centimeter. Artillery on a Jag Tiger that did do a damage. Killing the scout plane. Finishing off the scout plane. Oh wow, yeah. That's another dead scout plane. Oh no, he's making sure it's a dead scout plane. So he retook the point again. Oh, see, there's the last paratrooper. There it is. See, I knew there was one still left unaccounted for. And there it is. And that's fine. And that's not that fine because he's just going to use this to capture these points and collect a little bit of money. And at some point, right, he's always threatening to run down this road and attack from this angle. So we have to think about that. I mean, it's going to be pretty easy to stop actually. We can just put our recon, put a cheap recon or even put the bike recon there. So it's not a problem, but at least there it is, right? At least we know it now. At least we're not worried about it. We've seen all of the paratroopers now. And it looks like, I mean, he's not pushing, he didn't push really hard, right? What did he do over here? He killed 2 bikes and he killed a damaged recon and he threw some artillery on the Jag Tiger. Like, it's not that bad, right? Can we hold Dormont? I don't know. We're gonna try. Um, there's no reason not to try. And there's no reason not to kill some of these infantry here. Like these 3 infantry we should be able to kill. In the south, we're still just staring at each other. This Comet doesn't seem that useful. He bought a Tempest? He bought a Tempest. He bought a couple of Tempests. He likes the Tempest. Tempest isn't a bad fighter. I mean, it's 4-6, but if you're gonna do a Tempest, why don't you just do the P47? Or is the Tempest better than the P47? I don't know. It's 4-4 against a Comet, and it's 3-5 against a 2-6-2. Um, hmm. Again, we have this bomber here. I really want to try to hold here. He's got these three Jacksons, and he's got. I wonder what he bought for. I wonder what he bought for reinforcements. Hmm. I mean, I do think we're gonna need some eyes, and we only have 2 scouts. Sad, sad day. You know what we could do with the bomber? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my, we could do it on that too. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. We're definitely gonna do that. I kind of want to push out in the south and fight him, but I also don't. But I also do. Hmm. Because I definitely can see this bomber being useful right here to hurt the movement speed. Do I have a recon to get right here? No. I could get up there with this though. Hmm. There's some potential here, I feel, to cause some disruption. I mean, there's a lot, honestly, but there's also that we also need to deal with the city fight too. And like these guys over here is a great position for them too. I mean, wow, I've got a free hit on this artillery. There's a lot of choice here. I guess I just want to go with what I definitely want to do, which is I definitely want to mess this up. And I definitely want to mess this up. And what's the best way to go about that? I mean, yeah, like why wouldn't this guy be here and be helpful? And he'll probably be the one that does the kill. How much artillery do we really need on this position? And do we really need a recon over it? I think the answer to these questions are no. So I think, I mean, like this is gonna be useful to fight over here. So could this is gonna be useful in these fights. We'll make you the, we can make these two guys the ones that shoot, I guess. And that's a good hit. We could heal you, but let's see what you did. You did 1 and 1. Alright, so that's the net 5 unsuppressed. I mean, that's clearly gonna do the surrender, so. Nice. Um, Now see, here's the question. So these guys, these guys have to run up in here. And I think they're just gonna sit here. And we can't really surrender them, but we can probably one-shot them. And a recon might be useful here. But I just feel like, oh man, did you actually put literally all of your, I think you might have put all of his artillery underneath some type of fighter coverage, which would make me a sad panda. Uh, hmm. Unless this guy's gonna be the one. I mean, might as well, right? What else are you gonna do? Are you gonna send him down here? Nah, he's really gonna be your eyes. So he bought a 3.7. I mean, it's gonna double as good AA, and it can actually hurt my bomber. There's no good positions for these scouts, right? Because he smartened up a little bit, and he's got fighter coverage over all of his artillery. I think maybe one of the artillery is over here, but how am I gonna get eyes on them? Hmm. I mean, I guess it's gonna be this infantry that does the eyeballs. But I mean, this infantry also wanted to maybe just help ruin this day. But I desperately need. Yeah, and this guy can't get to a position. Uh, I don't know about this comet. Like, we might sell this comet or reposition it. Are we gonna mess up the Tempest? We could mess up the Tempest. We just have one comet and one 262 though. So the chances of us killing it are low, but it's probably going to be suppressed. So this guy could actually do some cool damage. Um, hmm. Because the scout choices really are this tile, that tile, I think. Or maybe this tile. Or defensive. Um, I mean, this tile is I mean, it feels like this tile is going to be more necessary than that. Yeah. I mean, because we have to make this decision. Is this guy going to help here, or is this guy helping on this front? Because it really matters. I think we have to help on the. I think there's just. I have to help on this front. And this also gives me more vision. I mean, we might have a good. This might be a good target unless he's got another fighter covering it. I don't see how he possibly could. And it just seems almost impossible to let that slide. Yeah. Only 3, but I mean, that's enough to really ruin the. Feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. This one. Yeah, I would argue we need it over here more. Naruto, what are you doing, Naruto? Meow. Um. Hmm. Well, I say that's how we do it, and then our fighters, who cares? I say the bomber's gonna do this or that. Probably that. So like this artillery definitely needs to help on one of these tiles. I'd say this tile. We're trying to go for the one shot. Are we though? Does it matter? This definitely probably needs to go on that. And you're sitting at 6 and 9. I mean, both are very good. 6 unsuppressed, 7 unsuppressed. And then, I mean, we could get both of these artilleries to help on all 3 of these hexes. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 4. So we'd have really had 4 artilleries helping on these hexes. I think I should probably throw it on that. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. So this, we do want this to die. Let's see if it dies. It did. Cool. And then this can get here. And then now this is encircled. Strong hit. Their own artillery. Actually, I should have moved it on there and then shot for the bonus. But this should completely kill those infantry. And now Dormont looks a lot better protected. Like, I think it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to try to uh, retake it again. I think we might have Dormont this turn. Like, I don't think he'll be able to recapture it. I mean, we could do some damage to the Jacksons, but at the same time, we should really do that with artillery support. And we never planned to do that. We always planned to use all of our artillery support in the city, which we did successfully. And we've pushed them out pretty nicely. And there doesn't look like there's that much infantry coming back into the city that we can see immediately. There's some recon infantry up here, and then there's the damage engineers we just pushed out and some damaged paratroopers. We're about to mess up these infantry too. Hmm. 7. I mean, 2 recons on this, and I could put a bomber on it. But no, we don't want to do that. We want to refrain from just doing a full strike. We just wanted to do a full strike in the city. And in town, we can just really just relax, reposition. I could heal, but it's $137 for 1 point. I'm gonna do that, right? Because what else am I really gonna reposition somewhere else? No, I'm not. I don't think so. I mean, this front line is just gonna be a mess. But I guess we should probably start thinking about it. I mean, we're just gonna hold really in a similar manner. They don't have any more movement. It would be nice to... Nah, there's no point. We can probably finish them off with infantry. I mean, I think we definitely just heal the Jag Tiger, let it sit here. I think we just leave the recon where it is. I think we leave the Moss where it is. We could put the Tiger 2 up. 1. It's gonna, what, be a fucking damage soak. I mean, it really is. And I mean, this is in such a piss poor location. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I like putting, yeah, sure, the AA here. Because we're gonna shoot down a plane. Um, I like having the Tiger 2 here, I guess, even though it feels bad. AT here is fine. Like, we're honestly just gonna hold this line. There's no reason to, not yet, not until next turn. Not until we're in a when we're actually really in a position to do these things. Yeah, this guy should have always been here. And I should have shot from there. And this guy can easily be here. We've definitely retaken Dormont. And we're saying nope. Dormont is ours. Dortmund. I mean, I might as well shoot down the meteor, or do I mess up the P-62? Another interesting choice. I mean, I think I'm gonna shoot that guy actually. Or do I go over here? No. I wish I knew how much prestige he had. I really, really do. All right, so this is always the plan, right? We want to kill this thing. Um, and we're gonna do so. We don't even need to do it like that, but we're gonna do it like that. Good artillery hit. Seems worth. We're gonna lose the recon, but who cares? I mean, we're definitely gonna lose this recon. I mean, it doesn't look like, well, these guys could get to it. Cause it's it's an armored vehicle in close terrain. Not good. I mean, we could push up, but this was always just a. This was always just like, even if I lose all of these units, I don't care. I mean, I would care a little bit, but this was always just a push mission. Like this was just you know they were gonna they're probably gonna die, but they're doing so because they traded and they killed an infantry for sure, and they really severely injured both of those other things. And they're not in terrible position. I just wonder if I should move this part of the line up and lose all of the entrenchment to create a better front line. And I think the answer is no, because we're really concerned about the long run, right? So I mean, I really think, like, what is this guy gonna do? And is he gonna protect the bomber from all of these billions of fighters? Because this bomber is totally dead. I think that's his job, actually. I mean, the Comet and the Bomber are dead, if he so chooses. He's got what, two Tempests, a P-61, and then a very damaged P-61 and a Meteor, but and another damaged Tempest. So he has quite a bit of an air force. So I'm probably gonna lose this, and you were probably too goddamn expensive, and I probably shouldn't have bought you. Although you did help kill some infantry in some hills, but God, you're expensive. I don't know. Strategic bombers as America, that tracks. That seems right. Strategic bombers as Germany, it always feels like a bad idea. And it feels good maybe for the moment, for half a second, and then you get fucked, and then you realize that this is just an expensive flying hunk of junk that's gonna get shot down in a moment, and you're gonna cry. But American bomber falls out of the sky, gets shot down. Who cares? Send in the next bomber wave. We've got billion more bomber waves. They keep coming off the factory assembly lines every hour. So you just keep sending in the next bomber wave, but Germany does not have the prestige to be doing that. Hmm. I mean, I like this, but I still am not liking my prestige because I'm still going to be buying some slots and I'm going to be using everything up, and I think we're just going to heal you. I don't even want to do I think I'm going to lose a star just because, just for 70 bucks. Nah, whatever. You can have your star. Uh, so you're going to hold here. This is what the front line is going to look like. What is the artillery arrangement going to look like? And does it really fucking matter? Short answer to a question is usually no, it doesn't matter that much, but it matters a little bit. Put you there, I guess. Um, you can go here. It doesn't matter. You are coming up as replacements. You are also coming up as replacement, but do you want to replace help over here? No, probably not. You probably want to keep helping in the city. And then okay, so you don't, yeah, we're gonna just immediately send this over here because we don't like what it did. I mean, we're just gonna hold. The South is literally just holding. Oh, I could do that. And I mean, the Jag Tiger could get fucked a little bit, though. Eh, that seems nice. Jag Tiger definitely could be in a better position. See, and now I wanna displace the entrenchment. Oh, that one. It would have been really great if he could get there. You know what? Let's make we're making you know what? We're making some moves, right? And this does keep some of the important entrenchment pieces intact in case we fall back immediately or he pushes in hard. Because he does, I mean, he's got this artillery and he's got one other piece of artillery for sure over here. Or maybe that was, or maybe this was one. I don't know. I feel like he's still got another artillery over here, even though we damaged this one. Like, I wish I had another scout. How much movement does this guy have? 3, 2. I mean, hmm. I'm scared, right? I'm scared of this. This is all of his tanks, you know, in range to attack. He does have some artillery here. He does have some recon here. Hmm. Um, but I think this looks good, or as good we're gonna get. What do we need? We're gonna need more bikes, probably. I mean, recons are cheap. Recons are awesome. We're gonna need more bikes in this city. Um, we could probably use like the cheap throwaway bike now too. I mean the cheaper one, this one. We could probably use this one too now. And then, alright, cheap recon, cheap bike recon. Maybe some more mountain infantry. Maybe these mountain infantry we reposition. Maybe we sell these mountain infantry. I don't know. Because the south line, it seems like either we have too much defending it, or maybe we should sell some of it. Because, right, we're just staring at each other with all this equipment, and neither of us want to attack. So, how many slots do I have left? Four. Four? No, four? Four. I mean, definitely we're gonna need this bike, and we're definitely gonna need this recon up here. That's for damn sure. I mean, honestly, I feel like we're probably gonna need. I mean, another mountain guy is not gonna go to waste here, right? We've got 4 points. What are we gonna do? Get double bikes? Get 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 infantry. What are we gonna do? Get a AT. The AT seems okay on both fronts, really. Just barely. I don't think I need more. I mean, I think the answer is just more mountain infantry. Maybe even repositioning those to sell them. we're definitely ruining the whole idea behind holding the entrenchment, but who cares? We're trying to make moves. We're not trying to hold ground. And this can do that. Into. Okay. We're definitely change. I'm gonna put this here because I think I might sell you. And then with my last 4 remaining points, I'm just gonna get what I love. I'm just called recons. Alright, and then now, yeah, we're definitely so low on prestige. Down to 600. So next turn. Next turn I foresee us probably using up all of our prestige. Unless we can get some really good encirclements. So then what, turn 6 we're gonna be all out of prestige for turn 7? In turn 7 we're gonna have to make the hard choices where we don't have a full army anymore and we don't have fully stocked troops anymore. And I think he's still got prestige. So I think this is when we're about to start losing. Like this turn is good. I'm not sure what his counterattack is gonna be. And next turn's probably gonna be okay. But turn 7, turn 8, things are gonna start sliding. Because we're gonna be out of money. And we're gonna be crying. And I'm pretty sure he'll still have money by then. Because he's always getting $1,000 every turn, and I don't think I'm doing 1,000 points worth of damage every turn. Maybe I am, probably. I don't know. I do not know. I guess we'll see here shortly. Alright, we'll see what happens. But this looks okay for this turn. Again, I'm very sad about the prestige. And we're definitely going to have an issue over in the next couple of turns. But overall, things went well. In the north, we pushed out pushed them out of Dormont. They retook Dormont. We encircled them, killed them, retook it, and we've got a nice setup now covering Dormont and the surrounding area and the hills. Like this is a pretty good defense now, I feel. But at the same time, he's still got a lot of powerful artillery. He's still got all the Jacksons. He still has some infantry, although it's hurt, and he is right next to his supply hex. And infantry are cheap. I'm sure he'll just start spamming out some infantry here shortly, and it's gonna be a slaughter in the city. I don't foresee me being able to take the point, Wessel, but maybe we can. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna keep slugging it out, very bloodily, very much carnage, and then I'm gonna run out of money, and then I'm gonna have to fall back. I think that's how that's gonna go. But for at least the time being, it's looking pretty good. In the north, it's looking okay, and then in the hills in the center, I mean that's looking okay too. Although there's not much for us on either side here. And then we try to make this little push in the south here, and then we reposition forces to support the push in the hills to make a nice front line, you know. But we did push ourselves out of our entrenchment in order to do so. Not entirely happy about that, but we'll see what his counterattack is going to be in the south, because really we've just been looking at each other the whole game in the south and shooting some artillery back and forth. But now let's try to make some moves here. And he finally landed his last paratroopers way back here, so we don't have to worry or doubt or worry about that anymore. I don't know what he was going to do with these paratroopers, but if he moves them out into the open, we should be able to kill him. And then if he just stays in the hills or the city, okay. I mean, I guess this is a lot of slots and points, but oh well, right? We'll keep him occupied there, so he doesn't do any weird shenanigans by jumping in. Can he jump back into the sky, or is it a one-shot drop? I think it might be a one-shot drop, but still, we don't want him to gather more prestige by taking the airport. Although we kind of do, just because then we could get more, but we're gonna deal with that with our recon. This little paratroop behind our line, and then we're gonna try to make something happen in the south. Like, I'm worried about the counterattack in the south from all of these tanks and the artillery and the engineers and really everything. It has the potential to hurt. Like, this is a pretty weak hex. I mean, this Jag Tiger is a pretty weak hex. I mean, of course, this recon is pretty weak. But we'll see what he pushes in. I mean, these airplanes might be dead too, because he's got so many planes. Um he's got a lot of fighters. Oh, that reminds me. I already spent all my monies. But maybe this scout, actually 100%. I should not have bought this one. And I should have just bought 2 scout planes, because I'm definitely going to lose this scout plane here, and then I might lose the other scout plane too. I'm not sure. And I should always have at least 1 or 2 scout planes available to do scouting missions. So that's gonna probably be a mistake that I'm very sad about, because I'm definitely gonna rather have 2 scout planes than 1 bike. So that was definitely a mistake. Um, I can correct it next turn if I remember, but I probably will. Um, oh well. Oh well. We're gonna have slightly less scout plane help next turn, which kind of really makes a difference. They're very helpful. They're very powerful and they're very cheap. You should always have 4 scout planes on hand at any time, in my eyes. All right. Well, I'm gonna submit this, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right. And then see if when he gets his next turns in, and when we'll go from there. Alright, see y'all. Pleasure, as always.